Hey guys, this is Carter here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a New England Patriots team grade evaluation, grading each position on the field from quarterback to offensive line, from defensive line to secondary, and even from kicker and punter to kick returners and long snappers. So before this video does get started, I really appreciate if you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below what team you want next, because that's what I will do next, obviously. There's no point in me saying that if I didn't. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. This is the grading system here. If you want to read it, you can pause the video. 140, 155 A plus, 0 to 89.9 is an F. Not looking to have anyone being an F in this series, but who knows? Maybe some team. It's the Texans of 2020. All right, starting with this New England Patriots offense. At QB, I have Cam Newton at 5.7 out of 7.5. I don't think personally Mac Jones will start this year. I think next year he'll be the starter definitely. But I just don't think this year with Cam Newton on the roster that he'll start. Then at RB1, Damian Harrison. He's a really good running back. He is underrated in my opinion. He may not be the guy you necessarily want starting, but in this Patriot system where you really have a two running back system here, especially with Sony Michelle backing him up, gave him both grades out of 7.5 there. 6.6 for David Harrison, 6.1 for Sony Michelle. Then receiver one out of 7.5, Nelson Aguilar, 6.3. He had a career revival in Vegas. In that new stadium with no fans is really weird, but he almost had 1,000 yards, like 950. He showed some glimpses of what he was supposed to be coming into the league as an Eagle. So I feel like he's going to be decent as a Patriot, especially with this two tight ends that you can see the bottom of your screen here. But then at receiver two, obviously Kendrick Bourne. He's fine, I guess. He's not great, but what can you do? Can't be upset there. Kendrick is fine, I guess. I'd rather have him as a receiver 3, but for this system, it doesn't really matter. So 3.8 out of 5. Then at tight ends, yes, they're gonna run two tight end sets all the time like they used to do with Ryan Gronkowski, and then another tight end. Didn't really matter who that tight end was, but this is gonna be deadly. Johnny Smith and Hunter Henry. Now Johnny Smith is number one on the depth chart. I like Hunter Henry more, so that's why I gave him at least just slightly, but I gave him a 0.1 over. So 9.2 out of 10 for Johnny Smith, 9.3 for Hunter Henry. Those two wouldn't be surprised if they both had 1,000-yard seasons, because they're both spectacular. It also depends on how much Cam Newton does throw the ball. But now with two elite tight ends, I feel like he is going to have some success. Then the offensive line is really good. Trent Brown, Shaq Mason, Isaiah Wynn, all there, and David Andrews. So it's a really good offensive line. I feel that this O-line is probably top 3 in the league. Colts might be better, but that's the only one I can think of right now. So this offense gets a 59.5 out of 70. Really good offense there, and I don't think you can be upset if you're a good Patriot fan. And then at defense, at defensive end, we have Lawrence Guy and Henry Anderson. Henry Anderson drags this down a little bit. He's fine, I guess, but Lawrence Guy's consistently been good. He is on the older side, but is definitely a good player in the league. Definitely a starting caliber player, unlike Henry Anderson. So that's a 7.1 out of 10. At nose tackle, Devon Godshot, he was horrible for the Dolphins. He shouldn't be a starter. That's all I need to say. Middle linebacker, Juwan Bentley, Dante Hightower. Dante Hightower opted out last year. It's a big addition for them. He is definitely going to help this team out a lot coming back. And Juwan Bentley is fine, I guess. It's definitely worse than Dante Hightower, but he's still solid at the very least. And then at sub linebacker, you have Calvin Noy. He had a down year in the Dolphin system who really didn't fit. thought he'd fare a little bit better with Brian Flores there, who's a former offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, whatever. One of the two. He was former coordinator for the Patriots and really the only one to really ever work out. Matt Patricia didn't work out. Bill O'Brien definitely didn't work out. And now he's a coordinator for Alabama. So yeah, Matt Judon at weak side. He was great for the Ravens last year, so I feel like it's no different for him as a New England Patriot. So that's a 9 out of 10 there for the linebackers. A really solid linebacking core. 17 out of 20. Definitely the best so far. And most teams on the defense, their weakness is linebackers. So to have a linebacking core like this is definitely really good for the New England Patriots. Then at CB1, you obviously have Stephon Gilmore. CB2, J.C. Jackson. J.C. Jackson started off real hot. He had 5+ interceptions this year. Stephon Gilmore maybe had a little bit of a down year. Definitely not Defensive Player of the Year worthy like he won last year, which I didn't think he deserved, by the way. But I feel like he's still a really good number one corner. Definitely took him a long time to develop, but now that he is here, he is probably a top 10 corner in the league. Maybe top 5, but probably more like 8th or 7th for me. And then at safety one, Adrian Phillips is fine, I guess. Never been anything special, never will be. So he's just a fine player. And Devin McCourty, who's he's pretty good, I would say. Brother's now a Dolphins. Only one playing him twice a year, except for they aren't on the same team, unfortunately. But Devin McCourty's good. He's still good. So I feel like this safety and these defensive backs, these starting four, are really solid for the Patriots. And this team, at least in the secondary and the linebacking core, is really good. So back 8 is looking pretty good there. So a 59.9 out of 70. The only thing that let them down is their defensive line. And at special teams, we have the Patriots, who probably have one of the worst special teams in the league. Nick Folk is their starting kicker, who is horrible. Jake Bailey is a fine punter. Nick Folk misses kicks like every week, probably. He's probably going to do that, to be honest with you. Then punt returner and kick returner, you have Gunnar Ozeski. Yeah, tough name, good returner. So good for the Patriots there. Long snapper, Joe Cardona, because we bring long snappers to light here. We care about every position on the field, including long snapper. I really hope I didn't miss position making this video. Probably did now that I say it. But yeah, 11.2 out of 15, really because of Nick Folk is garbage. So yeah. So a total team grade of an A, 130.3 out of 155, 11.2 special teams, 59.9 defense, 59.2 offense. A really solid team. If you're a Patriots fan, don't be upset. You're definitely team number 2 in your division. Already did the Buffalo Bills video. You should really go check that out. You should also go check out my last video, the Los Angeles Rams video. Don't know how I'm doing because I'm recording this right as this comes out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel for more great content like this. Comment down below what you thought of the video. And also comment down below what team you want me to do next. Choose your favorite team if you want your team to be up soon, within the next few days. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.